have been asked a bunch of times about running D&D games for kids, and what do I do? Because you'll see that I post pictures of D&D games with my youngest son. I if you are a new parent and you are just chomping at the bit, waiting for that moment to run your kid through a D&D game, I get it. I was there. My oldest son, I think he was around 7 when I did, but you can go earlier. Just things to remember. What you really want to teach them. You want to teach them the magic and joy of the collaborative storytelling and this great fantasy environment. So get them involved in the story. It doesn't mean hand over the reins and control to them, but as you adventure, they're going to ask questions. Oh, do I see anything in the room? So they say, well, what do you see in the room? Put the ball in their court. Make them get creative. You don't have to let them say what's in the chest, but you could let them describe it, or maybe you do, or maybe they come into a room and you describe that the room is bare except for some broken furniture and a chest that is locked. So they open the chest and they say, oh, what's in it? It's like, well, you tell me what's in it. Let them use this game as a launching pad for their creativity and understanding how the collaborative storytelling process works. You're not only setting them up to be great players as they develop their own groups as they get older, but to be great dungeon masters as well. So I would always say, involve them in the storytelling. Oh, I want to go talk to somebody. Oh, describe who it is you go up to. Things like that. And remember, saying no is no fun. So say yes. Always say yes. They want to try something. They want to go somewhere. They want to do something that really shouldn't be possible. Don't say no. No never is fun for players. Say yes. And so they want to grab this vine and swing across this chasm, but reaching the vine would be impossible unless they had some sort of boots of flying or a jump spell or something. You know what I mean. Don't say no. Say, all right, yeah, you could do this, and have them do it. Have them be able to do it, but then have something as a follow-up. Yes, and the rope snaps and you plummet 50 feet down into the chasm. What? 50 feet? Thankfully, you're stopped by a seemingly invisible net. Oh, that net is a spider's web. Now there's spiders that come out. So just saying no ends it. If you said no when they wanted to do that, well, then they have to backtrack and go around another way and find something else, and that's fine, but you can almost always see the disappointment on your player's face, kids or not, when you say no. It's when you say yes that you see the excitement in your player's eyes, and you see that they are really becoming, they understand that they are in a place where they can be active with the story, and that something great is going to follow up because this is what they're used to. So remember, always say yes, and and really involve them in the storytelling. You don't have to hand over the reins entirely, but let them help build the world with you. As far as playing actual D&D, listen, the dirty secret about Dungeons and Dragons is, and every DM knows this, you don't need rules. You do not need rules. So strip it down. Make it your own rules. Get rid of all the rules. For if somebody's making a spell attack against you, against one of their characters, just both of you roll 20-sided, and whoever gets higher wins. Just keep it simple. Keep the rules simple. The most important aspect is the storytelling, the shared storytelling, and the experience that you'll have with your little ones. That's really the best part. So don't get mired in the rules. Look through the rule books. Look at all the artwork in the books. Kids love the artwork. My kids did. They looked at all my old monster manuals. So do that. Focus on the fun. Focus on the storytelling, and keep it limited in time to their attention span. It's better to always leave them wanting more rather than them being burnt out after one long session. So pay attention to the cues of your little ones and their interest, and then end it just a little bit before their interest would end. This way it leaves them wanting more. So there's a little bit of my input on what to do when you are running for little ones, and you could start this pretty early. You could even just start by doing what I did, was break out D&D battle maps and minis and just put them on there and kind of tell a story as you just battle back and forth. And what we would do is you would have like your armies on either side, and you would each just take a turn, and and just rolling and picking a character and attacking them. So from there springs into further storytelling. But just, you know what, just do it. There's no perfect way, and it's all about fun. So it's about any activity that you do with your kids. Just pay attention, have fun, and share with them. That's what any kid wants, and really what we want as parents. We want a relationship with our kids. So I hope you do that, and if you do, let me know how it goes.